Hello students, today we are going to solve a question from class 12th mathematics chapter 7 integrals miscellaneous exercise. The question is find the integration of a given integrand. The integrand is 1 upon x under root ax minus x square. We have to find the integration of this integrand. We can write this integrand in form of integration as I is equals to integration of dx upon x under root ax minus x square. Now student, here we can see that this x in the denominator of this integrand is our problem. If somehow we are able to eliminate this x from the denominator of this integrand, then it is easy to find the integration of this integrand. So for we assume x is equals to a by t. Now we will differentiate this equation x equals to a by t with respect to t. So differentiating this, we will find that dx upon dt is equals to minus a upon t square. So from this we can find the value of dx, which is dx equals to minus a upon t square into dt. We named this equation as 1, this as 2, and this as 3. Now putting equation 2 and 3 in this equation, so this will, on putting equation 2 and 3 in equation 1, this two equation in this equation. So from this process we find that ti is equals to integration minus putting dx, the value of dx, which is minus a upon t square dt. So this will become minus within the bracket a by t square multiply with dt. So now we will replace x with t, a by t. So replacing x with a by t, we will see, we will find that this will become uh, uh, a upon t within the bracket a square by t minus a square by t square, close the bracket, and raised to power half. Now student, we will take LCM of this square root, the terms within the square root. So taking this, we find that I is equals to integration minus within the bracket a by t square multiply with dt divided by a by t multiply with a square t minus a square divided by t square raised to power half. Now student, we will take the a square by t square common with within this square root. So taking this, we seen that I is equals to integration minus within the bracket a divided by t square multiply with dt divided by a by t multiply with square root a square by t square within the bracket t minus 1. uh, we can now we can now we will take a by t common from this denominator, taking this we find that I equals to integration minus within the bracket a divided by t square multiply with dt divided by a by t raised to power square with multiply with under root t minus 1. So student, how this term is comes, we can see that in this equation, if we take a by t as common, then this will multiply with this a by t, or from here this will become a by t square. Yeah. Now student, we can see that here this t squares cancel each other, and this a square and a will cancel each other. So from here we find that t square divided by t square is 1, and a by a square, which will become 1 upon a. So we will write this as I is equals to integration minus within the bracket 1 upon a multiply with dt by under root t minus 1. And students, we know the integration of 1 upon under root x is equals to 2 under root x plus c. So from here we will find that this will become I is equals to minus 2 upon a multiply with under root t minus 1 plus c. Now student, for our complete answer, we replace this t by a by x. From here we can find the value of t. So this will represented as a upon ax. So we will put the value of t in this equation, and we find that I is equals to minus within the bracket 2 divided by a multiply with under root a divided by x minus 1 plus c. Take LCM of this square root. We find that I is equals to minus 2 by a under root a minus x divided by x plus c. This is our answer. Thank you for watching the video.